hope I'm in frame. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to retake this. But if I am in frame, welcome to a new reading vlog. I haven't done a reading vlog in a long time because, quite honestly, I don't read anymore. I don't. But during the duration of this vlog, I had COVID, so I couldn't leave my room, and my internet was broken most of the, 10 days I spent in my room. So I had to do something. I ended up reading a lot, which is great. So here's the vlog. I'm Dominique. This is my dope sweatshirt I got. Welcome to my channel. Things are crazy over here. Before I let you go, I am just gonna talk about the first book I'm reading, because the clip immediately after this is me talking about how I finished it and my thoughts. So let me introduce you. The first book I'm reading in this vlog is What If It's Us by 𝘄𝗶𝗰𝗸𝘀 and Adam Silvera. Adam Silvera is one of my favorite authors. He's a good author, a great author. Love him. This book, however, spoilers, I did not love. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell you about this book because maybe you would like it. Basically, this book is a dual POV sort of book following Arthur and Ben. Arthur comes to New York City to do an internship with his mom in New York City. Did I already say that? New York City. And Ben lives there. And then they meet at the post office, and it's like a very cute meeting. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the premise. They fall in love, kind of. I don't know. I guess you'll have to read it to find out. It's like two 16-year-olds. So if you're young, you want to read about love in New York City, maybe you would like this. Maybe. So that's the first book. Into the vlog. Go watch the vlog. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. I finished. I'm gonna give this a 2.5 out of 5, babe. Not that good. Had its moments. It took me literally 230 pages to actually get into the book. You can see that because that's where my annotation started, and then they promptly stopped. I don't know. It might just be the genre. Maybe me and young adult don't get along anymore. But this was just so cringe. There are so many cringy things. Hamilton references, Harry Potter references, and a weird obsession with Barack Obama. It was bizarre, and it felt very campy, very cringe. I cringed multiple times. I felt ill reading this. It was just very immature. Maybe that's just the nature of this genre, and maybe I am fully moved past it. But honestly, I don't think YA has ever made me cringe as hard as, this. What the fuck? What? How did this get so hyped up? And why are these high schoolers? They look like college kids. That's why I was excited. I was like, college love. No. They're 16. Ugh. I don't want to read about 16-year-olds anymore. Bro, you can barely drive. Why are you getting a whole book written about you? So, enough of being a hater. I'm gonna put this away and grab my next book, because I would like to fucking cleanse my palate. This was a goddamn headache. The next book I'm picking up in this vlog is An Ember in the Ashes by 𝘄𝗶𝗰𝗸𝘀. If you've been around booktube for a while, this book, you know about this book. You probably heard about it. And if you haven't, hi, welcome to booktube. Let me tell you about this book. This is the first book in a 4-book series. The 4th and final book is coming out December 7th. So really there's no time like the present to pick it up. Trust me, you want to pick this book up. This series is really great. It's another dual POV story. I really like dual POVs. I don't know about the rest of anyone else, but I really do. I love them. I think it's very interesting, and it always means that the two characters are going to come together at some point, and I love that. Basically, our main characters are Leia. I don't know how to say it. Our second main character is Elias. Elias is a soldier at the school called Blackwell. Basically, it trains all of these soldiers into being the fiercest, toughest, battlest, deadliest weapons of the Empire, essentially. And Leia becomes she loses her family to the Empire because of conspiracy, like, you know, conspiracy that they are conspiring against the empire, essentially. And so she becomes a slave for the empire and ends up at the Blackwell School, and essentially their destinies and their fates become intertwined. It's a slow burn, fast-paced fantasy novel with a lot of twists, a lot of turns, and a lot of rich, vibrant history and world building. So if that sounds good to you, I consider you pick this up. That's the next book I'm reading in this vlog. 60 pages in, just got lunch. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna keep reading. This is really good so far. Very interesting. I'm excited. I'm guessing the two characters that are introduced so far are gonna meet at some point, because that's Elias and that's, fuck, I don't remember her name. But, you know, when there's split POV like this, you just have to assume that characters are gonna meet at some point. But I'm almost 100 pages in, and it hasn't been that long. So I'm excited. This is good. Love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just finished An Ember in the Ashes. Here's a look at the tabs. It was so good. This was so good. It's told in like dual point of views. It's told like from Elias's point of view and then Leia's point of view. So good. It was like so slow paced, but like fast at the same time. I don't know. It felt like I wasn't impatient waiting. It was so good. Like how slow it was good, but it was just like I couldn't stop reading it. Obviously, that's why I finished it in like 12 hours. So I'm gonna read the second one now because I'm just excited. But I don't have the third one here, which is kind of sad. Maybe I'll have someone go pick it up for me. And I need to read this. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. A reading update. I don't know why I wasn't focused. I'm like about halfway. Yeah, like halfway through the second book. I've been reading all day. I don't know if you could tell from my annotations. Okay, so obviously after I finished the first book, I moved on to the third book, A Torch Against the Night. Just want to pop in. I can't say much about it because this book picks up the second the first one ends. So, yeah, I can't say anything, but the adventure continues. So if you want to know what this book's about, you're gonna have to read the first one, because otherwise I'm just spoiling everything. So it's really good though. At this point in the vlog, I was halfway through this book and I had about 10 minutes of me discussing my thoughts and sharing things. It was really great, except I recorded it in slow-mo. So there's no discussion happening. There's just me essentially tapping my book and hitting it and doing this across it. It's a little scary, but enjoy some sexy slow-mo clips, because that's all that we have left, babe. I feel like this book is all... So last night I finished A Torch Against the Night. It was so good. Look how many annotations I have, dude. This is insane. Like, I just couldn't stop annotating things because the characters are so good. This, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, or don't. I don't actually care if I'm wrong. This is just how I'm gonna word this. To me, this is very much a slow burn fantasy. Like, it's so fast paced. Like, obviously, I read this in a day. I read this one in like a night and a morning. Like, come on. And these are big books, like, and I'm just going through them, so it's like obviously not slow, but everything is just set up very slow, but the build-up is so good, the characters so good, and love is not like a driving force of these characters, or at least not romantic love, and I really like that. That, like, to me is good. The love in these stories is very slow paced. Like, it's slow paced. Already by this book, the main characters would already be like, I don't know, fucking, in love, married, inseparable, But no, they're not. They have like a healthy distance from each other. Like they're aware that they like, I don't know, it's a whole thing. I love it. This book was so good. 5 out of 5. Look at these annotations. I am gonna like order the third one online and have my mom pick it up today, hopefully, so that I can keep reading it. Otherwise, I'll probably pick up Burn by Patrick Ness today. He's one of my favorite authors. I have all of his books almost. Read after I finish the third book. The fourth book comes out in December 7th or something, and I'll be in Florida for a trip, but I'll probably like read it when I get back. Like that series needs to move over there, because I don't fucking know why it's sitting on top of my standalones. And then I'm gonna move these two Margaret Rogerson books, which are so good, like standalone fantasy. It's so good. It's just like a one-off fantasy read, and they're always so good. I always want more. Like, look how much I annotated this one. Amazing. So I'm gonna move those over there, even though they're not series, but they belong with the fantasy section. So I'm gonna move my books around so that way I can put these where they go. Come with me. Oh, these books are heavy. Okay, I have these two old planners that I will find a new place for. Look, with all my planner spreads. Damn, this planner is so cute. So I'll just put this in my closet. This is memory planning. I used to make a lot of planner videos about using this. Oh, I never filled this one in. But it's always been like so cute to look back and see everything. I was consistent with this. Oh my god, this looks like these are nice. But let's move aside. We've got two clowns and a manga. Okay, so this here is bothering me, and so is this hardcover, because they don't fit the theme. I love this series so much. And then Shatter Me, before anyone is like, you don't have the other books. No, I don't. I'm happy with where the series ended, because originally this was a trilogy. Now it's like a fucking 6-book series, but I'm so happy with the ending of Ignite Me. Like, I genuinely do not care what happens after that. I thought that was a great ending, so these are my annotations, and that's all I'm gonna read. So this series, I think it looked really nice when they were laying on their spines. So maybe this. Look, the Brighter We Burn, or whatever the fuck this series was called, was so hyped. It was like my first historical retelling, historical fantasy that I read. It was very enjoyable. I really liked this series. I'll probably never reread it, honestly, but it was like nice. I'm gonna push these books back, which means I've got to take these out. This is a book my dad brought me once. It's horrifying. I don't know why he got me this. Like, genuinely, why? Why? This was a horrifying book, but now I can't get rid of it. That looks so much better pushed back, honestly. Here's my Kenji candle, which is like raggedy, and I hate that label. I don't know why I ever thought that was a good label. Those go over there. Then what? I'd like this to go there, and I think there should be room for the next one too. Hopefully. Does that look fine? I don't know. Maybe I should move my Stephen King section, because this is fantasy, and then that's like one of my favorite series, the Red Queen series. Oh, literally so good. Like, I think I've genuinely reread these books 3 or 4 times, because okay, I forgot about this shelf, because like it's got a bunch of shit, like a lava lamp glass. This is a thing of pins, and then it has a bunch of candle stuff, which I should just take this stuff down, because like down to my candle room. Oh, these are like my first candles. That's so cute. Oh, it's Mal. I'm gonna put that over on my 𝘄𝗶𝗰𝗸𝘀 shelf for sure. That book was super hyped. I don't remember hearing anything about it after though, so that's a little embarrassing. I might put my Stephen King down here and move these up here. I don't know when this turned into like shelf reorganization, but that's what it's gonna be. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Like, ugh, a lot better. Okay, Stephen King down here. Okay, I finished. This looks a lot better. So I don't particularly care about this series, so I turned this into a shrine. So we've got this cute sticker, these pins, which I'll link the shop below. Lovely person. Little clay head, it, Carrie bookmark, Shining bookmark, paperbacks, clowns, because obviously I love clowns. Here's this shelf. This doesn't go here, but whatever. Layer. Star Wars pen. I put my Star Wars pens here, which I don't know why, but I love them. Darth Vader. Stitch as Emperor Palpatine. This series, you know, perfect. And there's room to grow, because obviously this has 2 more books, this has 2 more books. I think that's all for that series. I don't fucking know. Hopefully that's enough room. Clearly it's not. Clearly it's not. But we also have this space up here to grow. Then this shelf is good again. We've got 𝘊𝚻 Kellan Lilac candle. This is a vicious candle. This series, these 2 books. Yuck. And then this series, I think that looks a lot nicer as a bookshelf. Honestly, yeah, it does. That's my paperback standalones. Clearly we have a lot of room. Hardback is pretty much full. And then down here, these are school notebooks and classics, pretty much. I look a little crazy, but that's to be expected. Personally, I don't know why I just spent so much time doing that. I think it's because I don't have the 3rd book to read, and I don't know what to read right now. Well, I'm gonna have to ask my mom to go pick up that book for me, because I just want to read it. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick up something between then and now. You know what? I'll update you. But my bookshelves are in order. Yay! So I ended up picking up Burn by Patrick Ness, which is essentially, it's like a, I don't know how to even like describe it. I've never read a book like this, honestly. Patrick Ness is such a creative author. One of my favorites, which I said, I just recommend you pick up anything by him. This is really good. It seems to be an allegorical sort of tale about racism. It's set in 1957. The main character is yeah, so there's a whole like thing about dragons. They exist in this world, treated really badly. The main character is like a young girl who mom is black, dad is white, so you know that's not great in the 60s. And then her neighbor, it was he's a Japanese, their neighbors are Japanese. They were in internment camps, so there's a lot of like political relevance, social relevance happening. And then the dragon plot adds a lot of interesting, like, I don't know, it's just very interesting, all of it, the way it is coming together. And I'm only like 50 pages in. Yeah, I'm 60 pages in, and already it seems it's a very rich book. It's got a lot to say, and I really like that. Patrick Ness has a way of being kind of political in his books, and just like, I don't know, I think this is good. It's very socially aware, maybe historically aware. It's like a fantasy historical retelling of the 1960s, which I think is really cool. It's a nice perspective, or a nice, I guess it's not a perspective, dragons didn't exist, but it's nice, it's cool, it's fresh, it's fun, and it's unique, and I'm liking it. I really like it, actually. It's very fun, and it's very fast. And it's very intriguing too, just because, like, I don't know what this world looks like or how this world operates, so it's very fun to learn about a world in which dragons exist and might be starting to kill people, which is kind of what's happening.